Scott Brown here. This is the first exciting episode of 2021. Here's how I do my silly camera angles up on this weird tripod thing. Alright, let's go renovate a villa. Alright, so it turns out that intro that you just watched was filmed a couple of days ago. So I was meant to start a couple of days ago, but there was a slight issue. My girlfriend started getting sick, and everyone knows what happens when you get sick nowadays. You have to get a COVID test, even here in New Zealand. So that's exactly what I did. Now, for some reason, we had delays. We got the test on the Sunday. They didn't drop the test off until the Monday. We didn't know until late Tuesday afternoon. And it's Wednesday now. So all clear, no COVID, just a cold. But it's best to play it safe. This is one of the things recommended by you guys. My coffee adventure continues, trying to get good coffee out of this thing. So you guys said replace the grind thing with the pod. This is like a Philips Senseo pod or something. I'm not sure, but let's try it. I tried coffee grinds with that machine. The coffee was a little bit watery. So now the pods I've heard is a little bit better. Let's have a look at the house there, see what the boys are up to. So the house has this new sort of light green color, almost like a minty green. You see it better over there. And then the joinery is going to be white, as well as like the fascia and things like that. And I think with the red roof, that's a pretty cool combination. So the guys are busy closing in the weatherboards under here, all the way down to the ground. And behind the deck here as well. So all of that. And it's all tapered to the floor. So that was always the plan, to take the weatherboards down to here at this point, because that's the extension. But over here, we had to remove the weatherboards that were there when we propped the house. So we're going to have to reinstate all that as well. And that includes the access door to get under the house. Another thing, we need a scaffold down here. So round about there, and the reason we need that scaffold there is because we need a window to go right in the middle of that wall there. The moment of truth. What do you reckon? Is it gonna suck? Yeah. Hey. So the window's down here, bro.
What's up, G?
You have a good Christmas, Podo?
Beautiful Christmas. Look at the weather.
Fantastic weather. Ah. So over the break I went camping for a few days and went up to the beach and just relaxed a little bit, you know? This is one of the tasks that we have to do here now that it's a new year. The rest of the jobs we need to do involve inside. Ceilings that we need to sort out, pre-line stuff, insulation, wiring, and quite a few things that we still need to do on the outside. We're waiting on a couple of things. But right after all that, we're going to renovate the bathroom. This is the bathroom and the kitchen at the moment, so consider it the before. And we've still got this great big hole in the ceiling here. Flashing, scribers. Still a bit of work to do out here. And perhaps one of the bigger jobs is this floor here. We're going to continue the native flooring out to the windows. So yeah, a lot of tasks to do. Let's cut a hole in the wall, shall we? And that bead there is separate from this bead here. And we think that might go under the plasterboard. So we're trying to get that off in one piece. We want all of this to go back, but just with a window inside it. What, this Allen key stuff?
Yeah.
The old school.
A little bit. Alright. Time for some noise.
Alright.
Hey, look at that.
Oh my god.
A massive ant farm, look at that. That's disgusting.
Holy crap. Well, renovations. Oh, an ant colony and a big plant. Hopefully that's all we find in there. What's that? Want some coffee? Alright, let's see. Ah, see, that's more like it. That's what you want in a coffee. I should probably focus on building now, right?
That'll be 50 years old.
So it's a little known fact, but here in New Zealand, we use plants instead of electrical cables. The current gets carried up through the stalk.
Yeah. Powered by the ant farm, man. Yeah, by the working ants.
Exactly. The working ants carry the power.
They get electrocuted, bro.
Carpenter jobs, bro.
Oh yeah?
Finishing hands required for large hotel contract, city. Alright, so the next thing I've got to do is, see that little arrows on this window? We've got to replicate that on our new windows. And unfortunately when we pulled out this window from this side, used to be over there, that got split. So we're going to replace this, but we need to do that. That's the thing. Look at that, that's what that gave me.
Oh, that's alright. You're still getting the detail, you know?
Yeah. That's roughly the scoop on it. It's quite sharp compared to the older one. Oh, it's not bad. I think that could work. Well, Pato, you're
It's got brown landscapes, eh?
did some gardening there, I see. So it's about to get ready to cut that groove, and then the soffit material arrived. So it's just plywood, but it's got these V grooves every 100 mil or so. We want the soffit to have lines going down so it looks like a tongue and groove board. But it's just plywood. Nice and quick to install, you know? Woo! It came out alright. So there we go. That's how you router the edge of the facing. Now I just got to cut it to length. glue that in. Boom. That's all in. Now we just got to pop this in place. So I use a 16 gauge because it feels a bit. Oh no, that's good. Good length. Thought the nails were too long. They were enough. When it's a timber facing like this, whenever there's a join, rather than mitering it or going that way, you always go vertical, because the idea is that if moisture ever gets in between that and that, it can drain out. Now this is an experimental piece, and I don't know if it's going to work.
No, that holds.
So that's just a little, that's what the 18 gauge is good for. Real thin pins for things like that. And then the epoxy that's in there should set and keep it in place. This window needs to be prepared in the meantime. Old paint scraped off, sanded. We're gonna let the owners do that. So that's what we're doing. All these niggly little jobs, taking off plasterboard here and there, cutting a hole out for a window. And then we'll get onto the bathroom and finish outside. Thanks for watching this exciting episode. First one of 2021. See you in the next one. You can see the paint properly now. The sun's not shining on it. Not bad, eh? Painting that from dark green to white. I'm a fan. I think it looks cool with the white frames and the red roof. Alright, see ya in the next one.